Now this game I'm excited for this weekend. It's definitely going under the radar a bit, but this game is one to watch. Australia versus Italy in Italy. Now, we all remember what happened last time. Italy beating Australia. I don't know if you guys remember that game, but that was an incredible match. The likes of Capuazzo, Mendoncello, Bricks, all putting in monster performances. But can they do it again is the question. Can they do it again? Now, the Wallabies team has a few new faces for this week, a few changes. The likes of Carter Gordon at 10, which is a big change. Obviously, had a bit of a small stint in rugby league, came back now, back in the Wallabies number 10 jersey. Can he put himself in that number 10 jersey going forward? Can he play himself into the starting role for the big games? So it's going to be a very interesting game for him. Obviously, you got Harry Potter, who's been in phenomenal form. He's just come out of nowhere and just been playing incredible. Hunter Paisami, who I rate extremely high. It's just unfortunate that Ikitau is just so good. I do think the Wallabies could use Paisami more on the bench going forward as a bit of an impact player, because he is one of those guys you want to have on the field sometime throughout the 80 minutes. Joseph Suali'i, obviously world class. They're going to try to give those guys consistent game time and minutes together to try build a bit of a combination. Corey Toole and Andrew Kellaway. I mean, Jake Gordon at 9 as well. This Wallabies backline is fast, but so is Italy. So Italy's backline, you have Stephen Varney, Paolo Garbisi, Monty Ioane, Tommaso Menoncello, Juan Brix, Louis Liner, and Capuazzo. So that is going to be box office. I will say, if I had to put them next to each other and try to choose a backline player for player, I'd probably be leaning more to Italy this week. It sounds crazy to say, but I would probably be leaning more to Italy. I mean, I'd probably put Varney ahead of Gordon, only in recent form because of his extra Chiefs form. Then Garbisi over Gordon, just because I'm not sure where Gordon's at right now, and Garbisi's an incredible player. I'd put Ioane over Potter, just because I think Monty Ioane is world class and he's so underrated. Menoncello over Paisami, I would put Menoncello over Paisami. Just because Menoncello is world class, and I was so shocked to figure out how young he actually is. He is very young, which means very good news for Italy going forward. Now, Brix versus Suali'i, I would place Suali'i at 13 for that, but it is a very close call, which is why I'm saying Italy maybe gets the nod a bit, because the close calls are going Australia's way, but then the players where I think, okay, 100% Italy. So, yeah, I would choose Suali'i over Brix, and then Liner and Corey Toole. I'm going to go with Liner for this one, just because I haven't seen... I don't know. No, I'm going to go Corey Toole. Corey Toole for this one. I think Corey Toole is a pocket rocket. He is incredible. And at 15, Capuazzo versus Kellaway. Going to have to go Capuazzo. He can just change a game, like he did last time they played. So that's one thing Australia is going to look out for. Capuazzo is one of the best fullbacks in the world, one of the best outside backs in the world. Playing for Toulouse with those big guns, he knows these big games. He's used to it, so that's going to be interesting. Now in the forwards, for Australia, you got Angus Bell, Matt Fazler, Taniela Tupou, Nick Frost, Jeremy Williams, Tom Hooper, Fraser McWright, and Harry Wilson. A very good forward pack from Australia. I mean, they haven't changed much, giving the guys game time together, letting them gel as a forward pack. And I do think Australia's forward pack has actually been quite underrated this year. They've been quite good. I mean, Tom Hooper, incredible player. That whole back row, Fraser McWright as well, and Harry Wilson, they've been so good this year. Harry Wilson, honestly, in my opinion, should be a nominee for World Player of the Year. He has been incredible. Taniela Tupou, getting some consistent game time this year, which I'm glad to see, because he's such a good player and he just needs more game time, and it's good to see that he hasn't been as injured as much this year. Obviously, for the Wallabies I'm talking about. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The Wallabies bench: Billy Pollard, Aidan Ross, Zane Nongor, Rob Valentini, Pete Samu, Ryan Lonergan, Tane Edmed, and Filippo Dangunu. That is a strong bench. I mean, the likes of Valentini and Pete Samu on the bench together, coming on as a mini bomb squad, could really change the game for Australia. Now, if you look at Italy's forward pack, Daniele Fischetti, Giacomo Nicotera, Simone Ferrari, Andrea Zambonin, Nicolo Canone, Ross Vincent, Manuel Zuliani, and Lorenzo Canone. Pretty evenly matched forward pack, but I would give the nod to Australia. If I had to go player for player, I would go Angus Bell from the Wallabies. I would go Matt Fazler, Wallabies. I would go Tupou, so the full Wallabies front row. I would go Nicola Cannone from Italy. Then I would go Nick Frost, Wallabies. And then the back row, I would probably choose the entire Wallabies back row, which that's what I'm saying. Italy's backline, I'd give more players if it was head to head. If I had to choose one, Australia's forward pack. So that's going to be very interesting. My predictions for this game are, I do think Australia will take it just based on the bench and based on the consistency they've been getting in the game time. Obviously, it's one of Italy's first games in a while, so I think I'd give Australia the nod, probably 8 to 10 points, just based on that fact. I mean, if it was Italy's third or fourth game in this November internationals, then I'd probably give Australia the nod by 5. So it's going to be a very, very, very good game with lightning quick backlines and powerful forward backs. So that's going to be one game I'm definitely going to be watching. I think that's probably the third best game of the weekend. I mean, obviously the best game, Springboks versus France this weekend, and then Scotland versus New Zealand, which is another incredible match. And then this one is not far behind. It's going to be a very good game. And it's good to see that the Wallabies have been picking up their form recently. They're going to want to bounce back after last week's performance in England. Obviously, that was a bit disappointing for them. It looked like they were crawling back into the game, but then England just took it away. And then obviously Italy really trying to make their mark, trying to get consistent, which has been a problem for them in recent times. But yeah, I will be doing a player ratings and a bit of a match review afterwards, guys, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.